A government-funded media outlet, The Conversation, has dismissed the claim that men have a biological advantage over women in sports, labeling it a myth. The outlet argues that the idea of inherent male advantage is unsupported by conclusive scientific evidence. The authors, who are gender studies professors, whatever the fuck that even means, argue that claims about male superiority are rooted in flawed studies and social constructs. So, here's a long list of conclusive evidence. Let's begin with the open powerlifting records. On average, men are approximately 30% stronger than women in the same weight class for all three powerlifting movements, which include squat, deadlift, and bench. Now, I'm around 180 pounds, so I'll use my weight for reference to give you some actual statistics. In the 181-pound weight category, Samantha Rice holds the deadlift record at 642 pounds, which is super impressive. However, Dmitry Nasanov can deadlift 893 pounds, a 250-pound difference. Shannon Nash holds the bench press record at 380 pounds, while Stanislav Milostnoy, I'm definitely butchering these names. Anyway, he pressed 551 pounds. And for the squat, Hunter Henderson comes in at 685 pounds, with Chris Pugh lifting 807 pounds. Okay, so what about speed? We'll start with the 100-meter sprint, where Usain Bolt holds the record at 9.58 seconds. In comparison, Florence Griffith Joyner ran at 10.49. 10.49, however, is a time that well over 1,000 different men have run. The men's 400-meter record is held by Wade Van Niekerk at 43.03, with the women's held by Marita Koch at 47.6. For reference, the current 16-year-old male world record for the 400 meters is held by Quincy Wilson, who ran a 4.459. So a 16-year-old boy has 3 seconds on the fastest female. When we look at long distance running, the lead continues to grow. The 1500 meters shows a 24-second gap. The 5000 meters stretches to about a minute and a half, while the marathon features a near 10-minute divide. Male over female in the long jump is nearly 1.5 meters, with the javelin at 26 meters. But it's time to give credit where credit is due. Female athlete Gabrielle Reinsch, I'm close, holds the discus world record at 76 meters, surpassing the men's world record by 2 meters. However, if it's not already abundantly clear, this is the exception. Now let's move on to swimming. The 100-meter free, men are 6 seconds faster. The 200-meter free, 11 seconds faster. The 800-meter, 37 seconds faster. In fact, every freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke, and butterfly, at every distance, men are faster than women. Okay, so how about that wild ski jumping that they do off that long ramp? Ryoku Kobayashi holds the men's record at 955 feet, while Sylvie Opseth landed at 756 feet, a 200-foot difference. The men's longest drive in golf, 579 yards. Women's, 414 yards, which is super impressive, but 165 yards shorter. Zdeno Char holds the record for the hardest slap shot in history at 109 miles per hour, while Grace Zoomwinkels reached 80 miles an hour, which is well below the NHL average. Both Serena and Venus Williams, arguably two of the best women's tennis players of all time, were famously defeated by Karsten Brosch, a male German player ranked outside the top 200. During a lighthearted challenge at the 1998 Australian Open, the Williams sisters claimed that they could beat any male player ranked outside the top 200. So, Brosch, then ranked 203rd, took them up on their challenge. He first defeated Serena 6-1 and then Venus 6-2. Of course, I could go on, but why, if there is no conclusive evidence, would this be so objectively clear? Because, of course, there's even more compelling evidence beyond these records, and it lies in the biology that defines us. Despite claims made by gender study professors, the science is quite clear. Our physiological differences play a significant role in athletic performance, and research continues to highlight these distinctions. Men have greater muscle mass and higher testosterone levels, making them much stronger. Men have denser and larger bones, providing more leverage for physical activities like running, jumping, and lifting. Men have larger hearts and larger lungs, as well as higher hemoglobin levels, enabling superior oxygen delivery to muscles. Men have higher maximal oxygen uptake, or VO2 max, allowing them to sustain higher aerobic performance levels. Men have longer limbs, offering a mechanical advantage in sports that require reach or stride length. Men have significantly stronger grip strength, which is a crucial factor in many sports, and they have a lower average body fat percentage, which enhances speed and agility. This is why when biological men enter women's sports, they absolutely dominate. Why Leah Thomas won the NCAA women's 500-yard freestyle title in swimming after being a non-existent competitor in the men's league. Why Fallon Fox, a former MMA fighter, literally crushed the bones of female opponents, and why Veronica Ivy, a Canadian cyclist, won a world championship. You can look at boxing, track and field, weightlifting, the X Games, hell, even golf. Biological men are unfairly dominating women in all of these sports, and there are now thousands of trans women at the high school and college level unfairly taking opportunities away from hardworking and deserving women. Now, let me be very clear in wrapping this up. Women are amazing, and given the records I just listed, many are stronger than me, many are faster than me, many are far more intelligent than me, and the real ones, in general, are far better looking than me. However, when we are comparing athletic men to athletic women, it's apples and oranges, folks. There is conclusive evidence, and this nonsense needs to stop.